She was renowned for her beauty and aristocratic birth.
Have you ever stepped into a building so old it feels like time stopped? Today we're exploring 15 of the oldest buildings still in use, from ancient temples to grand castles, each with a story that spans centuries. These structures, scattered across continents, aren't just relics. They serve real purposes today, connecting us to the past. We'll count down from old to the oldest, revealing their secrets along the way. So get ready for a journey through history. Number 1 will leave you amazed at how a 1,900-year-old temple still thrives. Number 15. Arles Amphitheatre. The Arles Amphitheatre sits in the heart of Arles, a sunny town in southern France. Built in 90 AD during Emperor Domitian's reign, this Roman marvel once held 21,000 spectators. Its oval arena, 136 meters long and 109 meters wide, hosted wild chariot races and fierce gladiator fights for over 400 years. Inspired by Rome's Colosseum, it boasts 120 arches across 2 tiers, with Doric arches on the ground and ornate Corinthian ones above. After the Roman Empire fell in the 5th century, locals turned it into a fortress, adding 4 towers and housing 200 homes inside until the 18th century. In 1830, after clearing the houses, it hosted its first bullfight, a tradition still alive during the Feria d'Arles festivals in April and September. Today, this UNESCO World Heritage Site also welcomes concerts and plays, drawing thousands yearly. Its clever design with galleries and staircases ensured quick crowd exits, a feature still functional now. Restoration since 2001 keeps its ancient stones intact while blending modern use. Now let's head to Germany's Rhine River, where a castle story of revival awaits. Number 14. Rheinstein Castle. Perched high above Germany's Rhine River, Rheinstein Castle commands a stunning view near Assmannshausen. Constructed around the 1275 by the Archbishop of Mainz, this stone fortress was built to guard river trade routes from robber knights. Spanning 3,000 square meters, its walls, up to 2 meters thick, housed a small garrison and customs officials who taxed passing ships. By the 17th century, wars left it a crumbling ruin, abandoned for nearly 200 years. In 1823, Prince Friedrich Wilhelm of Prussia bought the wreckage and poured 100,000 thalers into rebuilding it, adding a neo-Gothic chapel and lush gardens. His vision turned it into a romantic symbol, complete with a working drawbridge and a 500-year-old grapevine that still yields 200 bottles of wine annually. Today, the castle serves as a museum, showcasing Prussian artifacts and hosts weddings and concerts for 50,000 visitors each year. Its crypt holds the prince's tomb, adding a personal touch to its story. The surrounding park with waterfalls and trails invites exploration, while the castle's restaurant offers Rhine Valley views. Let's now sail to Croatia's coast, where an ancient palace hides a modern surprise. Number 13. Diocletian's Palace. In Split, Croatia, Diocletian's Palace stands as a vibrant blend of ancient and modern life. Originally built around 305 AD for Roman Emperor Diocletian's retirement, this massive complex covers 38,000 square meters with limestone and marble walls, up to 26 meters high. Housing 3,000 people, it included temples, a basilica, and the emperor's lavish quarters. After Diocletian's death, it sheltered refugees, and by the 7th century, locals carved homes into its halls. The Malapalaka, a 13th century addition renovated by architect Juraj Dalmatinac, now hosts a surprising feature. A Billa supermarket opened in 2014. This 800 square meter store serves 10,000 shoppers monthly, navigating ancient arches alongside modern shelves. The palace's peristyle, a grand courtyard, still hosts concerts and festivals drawing 200,000 tourists yearly. UNESCO listed it in 1979, but debates persist over balancing commerce with preservation, as deliveries challenge the 1,700-year-old structure. Its aqueduct, once supplying 1 million liters of water daily, underscores Roman engineering. Next, let's journey to New Mexico's desert, where a Pueblo's ancient traditions thrive. Number 12. Acoma. Acoma. Pueblo, perched atop a 111-meter-high mesa in New Mexico, is a testament to Native American endurance. Founded around 1100 AD, this 17-hectare settlement once housed 2,000 people in terraced adobe homes. Its Sky City, one of 4 communities, features 250 structures stacked up to 3 stories, built with clay, straw, and timber. Residents farmed corn, beans, and squash on 1,200 acres below using hand-dug irrigation channels. Known for intricate pottery, Acoma artisans craft 10,000 pieces annually, sold at markets like the Santa Fe Indian Market. Today, only 30 residents live here year-round, without electricity or running water, preserving traditions like the Feast of San Esteban in September, which draws 5,000 visitors. The 17th century San Esteban del Rey mission, with its 12-meter adobe walls, blends Christian and indigenous elements, hosting ceremonies for 600 attendees yearly. UNESCO recognizes its cultural value, though Navajo raids in the 1500s tested its defenses. The mesa's isolation, 60 miles west of Albuquerque, keeps its heritage alive. Now let's explore another New Mexico pueblo, where ancient adobe tells a deeper story. Number 11. Taos, Pueblo. Taos Pueblo, nestled in New Mexico's Taos Valley, has thrived since around 1000 AD. Covering 19 hectares, this Native American settlement features multi-story adobe buildings, some 5 levels high, housing up to 1,500 people at its peak. Constructed with mud, straw, and wooden beams, the 200 homes surround a central plaza where 10,000 visitors gather yearly for the Taos Pueblo Powwow in July. Residents maintain 95,000 acres of ancestral land, cultivating crops like blue corn on 2,000 acres. The Pueblo's Red Willow Creek supplies water via ancient acequias, irrigating fields for 800 years. Today, 150 residents live without modern utilities, upholding traditions like bread baking and outdoor hornos. The San Geronimo Chapel, rebuilt in 1850 after a 1847 conflict, hosts masses for 300 attendees monthly. A UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1992, Taos Pueblo's 90% original structures reflect resilience against Spanish and Navajo pressures. Its turquoise jewelry, crafted by 50 artisans, sells globally. Let's now sail to the Faroe Islands, where a wooden house holds centuries of secrets. Number 10. Kirkjubøargarður. Kirkjubøargarður, known as King's Farm, stands in the tiny village of Kirkjubøur on Streymoy, Faroe Islands. Built in the 11th century, this wooden farmhouse spans 1,200 square meters and is among the world's oldest still inhabited wooden homes. Originally an episcopal residence for the diocese of the occupation, began around 1100, housing 50 priests. Legend claims its timber, rare in the treeless Faroes, arrived as numbered driftwood from Norway. The Patterson family, tenants since 1550, still lives here, with the 17th generation farming 600 sheep and 20 cattle on 700 hectares of government-owned land. The Roykstova, or smoke room, dating to the 1100s, holds a library where Bishop Erlendur penned the 1298 sheep letter, the Faroes' oldest document. Now a museum, it welcomes 8,000 visitors yearly, offering coffee and fresh mutton. Its grass roof, a nod to Viking tradition, blends with the nearby Magnus Cathedral ruins. Let's shift to China's mountains, where a Buddhist temple's serenity awaits. Number 9. Nanshan Temple. Nanshan Temple, tucked on Mount Wutai in Shanxi, China, is a peaceful Buddhist retreat. Built in 782 AD during the Tang Dynasty, it's China's oldest surviving wooden structure, covering 1,300 square meters. The Great Buddha Hall, a modest 3-bay building, measures 11.75 meters wide and 10 meters deep, supported by 12 pillars sunk into a brick base. Inside 17 vivid Tang-era sculptures, including a central Sakyamuni statue, share space with a small stone pagoda, drawing 20,000 pilgrims yearly. Its hip gable roof, with camel hump braces, showcases Tang craftsmanship, untouched by the 845 AD Buddhist purges due to its remote location. Monks still chant daily, maintaining rituals for 1,200 years, while the temple's vegetarian kitchen serves 500 meals monthly to visitors. The surrounding pine forests and mountain trails add to its calm, with 300 sunny days a year inviting reflection. UNESCO lists it for its architectural purity. Let's now travel to Japan, where an even older temple guards ancient treasures. Number 8. Horyuji Temple. Horyuji Temple, in Japan's quiet Ikaruga city, is a Buddhist jewel from the Asuka period. Founded in 607 AD by Prince Shotoku, its construction began around 594 AD, making its 5-story pagoda the world's oldest wooden structure. Spanning 187,000 square meters, the temple complex houses 2,300 artifacts, including Japan's oldest bronze Buddha statues, crafted in 623 AD. The main hall, or kondo, measures 18.5 meters by 15.2 meters and holds a Shaka triad statue, visited by 1.2 million people yearly. The octagonal Yumedono, built in 739 AD, is Japan's oldest 8-sided hall storing Shotoku's relics. Monks still perform daily rituals, unchanged for 1,400 years, while 50,000 tourists explore its serene courtyard annually. The temple's cypress wood, sourced from Nara's forests, has endured earthquakes due to flexible joinery, a technique still studied today. UNESCO named it a World Heritage Site in 1993 for spreading Buddhism across Asia. Nearby farmlands grow rice, tying the temple to local life. Let's now venture to Egypt's desert, where a monastery's ancient walls hold sacred stories. If you're enjoying this video, hit the like button and drop a comment with your thoughts. Let us know which ancient building amazed you most. Number 7. St. Catherine's Monastery. St. Catherine's Monastery rests at the foot of Mount Sinai in Egypt's arid peninsula. Built between 548 and 565 AD by Emperor Justinian I, it's the world's oldest continuously inhabited Christian monastery, covering 8,500 square meters. Its 12-meter-high granite walls, sourced from local quarries, protect a basilica housing 400 early Christian icons, the largest such collection globally. The library, active since the 6th century, holds 3,300 manuscripts, including the 345 AD Codex Sinaiticus, a key biblical text. Tradition ties the site to Moses' burning bush, drawing 100,000 pilgrims yearly from Christian, Muslim, and Jewish faiths. 22 monks live here, conducting daily liturgies in a 1,500-year-old rhythm. The monastery's bell tower, added in 1871, rings for prayers heard across the 1,600-meter-high valley. UNESCO listed it in 2002 for its spiritual and cultural weight. Olive groves and a small garden sustain the monks, while 300 Bedouin staff support operations. Its remote location, 228 kilometers from Sharm el-Sheikh, has preserved it through invasions. Let's now soar to Istanbul, where a grand monument blends empires and faiths. Number 6. Hagia Sophia. Hagia Sophia, towering in Istanbul, Turkey, is a masterpiece of Byzantine glory. Completed in 537 AD under Emperor Justinian I, it took 10,000 workers 6 years to build this 55,600 square meter cathedral. Its dome, 31.7 meters wide and 55.6 meters high, was the world's largest for nearly 1,000 years, supported by 40 arched windows. Originally a Christian church, it housed 500 priests and 1,000 worshippers weekly. In 1453, after the Ottoman conquest, it became a mosque, gaining 4 minarets and calligraphy panels. From 1935 to 2020, it served as a museum, revealing 6th century mosaics of Christ and Mary, visited by 3.7 million people annually. Since 2020, it's a mosque again, hosting 5,000 daily prayers while open to tourists. The marble floor, covering 7,000 square meters and 107 columns from Ephesus, endure earthquakes due to innovative buttresses. UNESCO listed it in 1985 for its east-west fusion. Its 1,400-year legacy inspires architects worldwide. Let's now stroll to Rome's Aventine Hill, where a humble basilica hides ancient treasures. Number 5. Basilica of Santa Sabina. The Basilica of Santa Sabina, perched on Rome's Aventine Hill, is a gem of early Christian architecture. Built between 422 and 432 AD under Pope Celestine I, this 2,600 square meter church measures 51 meters long and 19 meters wide. Its 24 Corinthian columns, reused from a nearby Roman temple, support a nave where 800 worshippers gather for Sunday Mass. The cypress wood doors, carved in 430 AD, feature 18 panels, including one of the earliest depictions of the crucifixion, measuring 3.4 meters high. Dominican monks have lived here since 1219, tending an orange tree in the cloister, said to be planted by Saint Dominic himself. The basilica's marble floor holds 13th century tomb slabs honoring Dominican leaders. Still an active parish, it hosts 12,000 visitors yearly for concerts and weddings. Its simple brick exterior hides a luminous interior, with clear story windows casting light on 5th century mosaics. UNESCO praises its preservation, untouched by major renovations, making it a model for early church design. The nearby Aventine Gardens offer views of St. Peter's Basilica. Let's now cross Rome to a fortress where an emperor's tomb became a medieval stronghold. Number 4. Castel San Angelo. Castel San Angelo, rising along Rome's Tiber River, began as a grand tomb for Emperor Hadrian in 135 AD. Spanning 9,100 square meters, this cylindrical fortress, 64 meters wide and 48 meters tall, once held 250,000 cubic meters of water, the ashes of Roman emperors, in its 7-meter-thick travertine walls. By 271 AD, Emperor Aurelian linked it to the city's defenses, turning it into a military stronghold. During the 6th century plague, Pope Gregory I saw a vision of Archangel Michael atop, naming the castle. It later served as a medieval prison, housing 200 inmates, including philosopher Giordano Bruno. Today, it's a national museum, drawing 1.2 million visitors yearly to explore its 5 floors, including Hadrian's burial chamber and Renaissance frescoes. The Passetto di Borgo, an 800-meter secret passage, still connects it to the Vatican. Its terrace, offering 360-degree views of Rome, hosts summer concerts for 3,000 attendees. The castle's 13th century bronze angel statue crowns its enduring legacy, blending Roman, medieval, and papal history. Let's now sail to Spain's coast, where a lighthouse has guided ships for nearly 2,000 years. Number 3, the Tower of Hercules. The Tower of Hercules stands proudly in A Coruña, Spain, guiding ships along the Atlantic coast. Built in the 2nd century AD, likely under Emperor Trajan, this 55-meter tall lighthouse is the world's oldest still in use. Constructed with local granite, its 34-meter wide base supports 178 steps, leading to a beacon visible 32 kilometers away. Originally called Ferrum Brigantium, it lit the way for Roman vessels carrying 10,000 tons of goods yearly. Legend ties it to Hercules, who buried a giant's head here after slaying him, inspiring A Coruña's coat of arms. The tower's 242 surviving blocks, each 2 tons, have endured storms for 1,900 years. In the 18th century, Carlos III added a 21-meter extension, preserving its Roman core. Today, it welcomes 150,000 visitors annually, offering views of 30-meter waves crashing below. UNESCO listed it in 2009 as the only Greco-Roman lighthouse still functioning, serving 500 ships monthly. Its surrounding 47-hectare park includes Roman ruins and sculptures. Let's now head to Rome, where a temple's massive dome has awed visitors for centuries. Number 2, the Pantheon. The Pantheon in Rome, Italy, is a breathtaking testament to Roman engineering. Built around 125 AD by Emperor Hadrian, this 43.3-meter-wide temple spans 9,000 square meters and welcomes 7 million visitors yearly. Its dome, still the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome, measures 43.3 meters in diameter, with a 9-meter-wide oculus flooding the interior with light. Originally a temple for all gods, it became a Catholic church in 609 AD, hosting 1,500 worshippers weekly. The 16 Corinthian columns, each 11.8 meters tall and weighing 60 tons, support a portico carved from Egyptian granite. The interior's marble floor, laid in a geometric pattern, has drained rainwater for 1,900 years. Despite surviving fires and earthquakes, its 5-meter-thick walls stand firm. The Pantheon's design inspired buildings like the U.S. Capitol, and its 4,535-ton weight rests on a ring of arches. Masses and weddings keep it alive, blending ancient grandeur with modern faith. Let's now travel to India, where the oldest temple on our list still pulses with devotion. Number 1, Mundeshwari Temple. Mundeshwari Temple, perched on a 185-meter hill in Bihar, India, is the oldest functional Hindu temple in northern India. Built in 108 AD during the Gupta period, this 600-square-meter shrine honors Devi Mundeshwari and Lord Shiva. Its octagonal stone base, 8 meters wide, supports a 5-meter-tall sanctum, a rare Nagara-style design. The temple hosts 50,000 devotees annually, with 10,000 flocking to the Navratri festival in October. Ancient inscriptions etched on 1,900-year-old pillars detail offerings of 500 goats yearly. Despite damage from 7th century invasions, its core endures, restored by the Archaeological Survey of India since 2008. Solar-powered lights, added in 2015, illuminate 200 carved idols, including a 1.2-meter Shiva lingam. The temple's 4-meter-thick walls withstand Bihar's 45 degrees Celsius summers. Local priests perform daily rituals, unchanged for centuries, serving 300 worshippers weekly. Surrounding forests shelter 150 deer, adding to its sacred aura. UNESCO considers it for World Heritage status. We've reached the end of our video. If you loved it, like, subscribe for more, and comment which ancient building blew your mind. Thanks for watching.